What's going on, people? We are back, and this segment is called our Business Person of the Week. The gentleman that we have sitting here with us is Dr. Leonard Brock, MPA. Give him a hand. Y'all fuck it up?
Yeah, you fuck me.
What is it?
It's no. Just Dr. Leonard Brock. If you put the MPA, then it's Dr. Leonard Brock.
Then it's not a
It's
doctor
Leonard Brock,
anymore.
EDD, MPA. But just
Look at all this
Dr.
stuff.
Leonard Brock. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start over. So why you put MPA on it? That's why I
I
said
ain't
it.
put MPA on
On
it.
Facebook?
Nah.
It's on there. I ain't just picked that shit up from nowhere. I ain't make that up.
All right, let me ready.
All right, folks, we are back, and this segment is called our Business Person of the Week. And sitting in here with us today, we have Dr. Leonard Brock. Give him a hand. Dr. Brock, tell people a little bit about yourself, what you do in the community, and then we're gonna get into why you got so many goddamn degrees.
He's a fool, man. Well, I'm a native of Rochester, born and raised. Grew up in William Warfield, a little housing complex between Joseph and Clinton. Been working in the community for the last several years. Actually been working in the community since I was 14, but as a professional, postgraduate school for the last 6 years. I'm an associate vice president of the Community Place You're Greater Rochester.
Woo!
It's,
Y'all hear that? Anybody want a job?
It's a human service organization which is the result of a merger of 3 organizations in 2001. I'm also the president of a Community Economic Development Corporation that I founded 3 years ago. That is still an infant right now, and I'm in the process of fully developing that business so I can go hard. So other than that, you know.
You got a lot on your plate. I got a quick question, man, because for the people that don't know you,
Yeah.
like you said before, you from the hood.
Yeah.
You was like the 2 age groups, maybe 1 age group behind me, and y'all was wild as hell.
Yeah.
So please explain to the people what made you decide that education was the route and that you actually helping out the community. You doing stuff to benefit the community. Like, how'd you turn that around?
Actually, it was a hustle like anything else. You know, growing up, it's one of those things where I went to number 9 school. You had to, you know, walk through the Ville, and you know, obviously my peer association, we wasn't really accustomed to education. It was one of those things where, you know, it wasn't a value in our homes, and it wasn't something that we actually pride ourselves in doing. But as I was in elementary school, I wanted to be like the cats down the street. You know what I mean? Clinton and, you know, Robert Street.
Yep.
You know, them heads, man. So when I got in elementary school, you know, it was always a goal of mine to get money, to be perfectly honest. So elementary came, middle school came, cats doing the same thing, high school came, and I started to interact with a lot of the heads,
Yeah.
you know, growing up. And what I've noticed...
So you so dope. Don't answer that.
What I've noticed, just trying to put me out there.
Nah, we know you gonna run the town one day, man.
Now, you know what, though, real talk, man, I'll be candid and honest, man. If you want to ask a direct question, man, I'll give you a direct answer, man, because it's part of my story. I had experiences doing things that I'm not real, you know, proud to say I was a part of now, but it's part of my story, and I can explain that. But anyways, what I've noticed is a lot of the heads, man, they were doing the same thing year after year.
Yeah.
And I really didn't see I didn't see the investment, the return on investment. And I wanted to do things a little differently. So obviously I experimented with different things, you know what I mean, yielded some benefits for me along the way, but I also looked at education as a way out of the hood.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up with a single mother, you know what I mean, she did the best that she could do. And I mean, I got 2 older sisters, we 10 years apart. For the most part.
So you was an accident.
Yeah, I wasn't an accident, man. You know what I mean? Actually, I wasn't supposed to be here. They told her she couldn't have kids. She had 2 miscarriages before me.
Well, it's a blessing then. You're a blessing.
You know what I mean? So, make a long story short, I had one of them fathers that wasn't really active. I just wanted to do things differently, man. So high school came. An administrator told me, you know, I wouldn't be able to go to college.
Yeah.
And I'm a go-getter, man. You tell me I can't do something, that's what's going to make me do it. That's the field, you know, that makes me do a lot of different things. So I took it upon myself, you know what I mean, to try to perform at the level that will allow me to get admitted into college.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to UB. It's the fast forward, the vacuum experiences. I went to University of Buffalo. Socially, I didn't adjust. I took that project mentality to school.
Yeah.
I had a 3.5 grade point average, so I did good academically. but I had Dan in the whole city of Buffalo, you know, running after me, to be honest. So, you know, I ended up transferring, you know, for my own benefit, for my own good, because I wouldn't have been able to make it through school if I stayed in Buffalo. You know what I mean?
Shouts out to Buffalo.
Yeah, so I came to Brockport. Brockport is when I had my son. And I was a teenage parent. I was 19, and that's when I started to turn things around, get refocused. You know what I mean? And same thing, people told me again, you messed up, you came too far, you ain't gonna be able to finish school.
Yeah.
The same side story that you hear, you know what I mean? Just people speaking death into my life, and which I love. So I said, I'm gonna make an example, you know what I mean? I did that, you know, graduated, got my degree, my bachelor's degree in communications.
So how did you not stop there? Because like a lot of people, they get their bachelors, they start dirty whining, they popping bottles, I'm done, girl, I'm about to get me a job. Why did you not stop there?
You know what? Because I'm learning potential.
Yeah.
You know, when I got my degree, initially, it was all well and good. I was very fortunate, blessed, man. I accomplished something that nobody in the hood did.
Yeah.
Everybody was ecstatic, you know what I mean? Everybody was loving it. But for me, I wanted more.
Yeah.
And I was just getting my feet wet, man. You know, I was just getting a feel and a sense for things. So, you know, I looked at the job market, and you gotta think, from my previous experiences, it didn't line up as far as, you know, seriously, it didn't add up. So for me, I wanted to go back to school because I wanted to make school worth it.
Yeah.
Because I did not want to resort in doing the same things because I went to school and it showed that there's another, you know, there's a positive alternative, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure it compared to the lifestyle I was living and the things I had prior. So I went back to school to get my master's degree. And I got an opportunity to work at Brockport as a counselor for academically and financially challenged college students. Worked there for 2 years and, you know, did my thing. It was my first real professional experience after college and, you know, I was very successful.
Yeah.
Then I realized I wanted to do more work in the community because the kids that were coming to Brockport were ill prepared.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't really have what it took to really get through school. And I saw myself in a lot of the students. There were a lot of kids from Brooklyn, from Philly, from Jersey, from Rochester. You know, they was really trying to find a way. They was, you know, flunking out and didn't complete their first year of school. So I said I want to work directly in the community where I can have a direct impact on the high school students before they actually enter school. And then, you know, apply for a job at Community Place, and it was a wrap from there. Just got
but you even still went on after that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even fathom being in school that long. That's like 8 years of school.
Yeah, I went hard, man. It was, yeah.
What made you say I'm not gonna stop at a master's degree?
When I was working as a professional, I was getting the promotions, but I'm hungry. Like, I'm the type of person, when I go after something, you know, I go after it.
Yeah.
And it still wasn't enough, you know? So I'm doing my thing in the community. I'm getting the notoriety, the accolades, and everything is coming. But for me, I still felt as if I was undereducated and miseducated. Yeah. And I'm the type of person I like to learn as much as I can about everything. So in my business, I'm a black man. I'm a dark-skinned black man, and I got a background that's unfavorable to many, and I'm intimidating, and I'm threatening. Just the simple fact that I come from the hood and I was able to do these different things.
And you be in the gym.